flash didn't actually connect.
Yeah, no
I don't think.
confirmation,
So
yeah.
actually might help them out, keeping more players present towards that B site, you know, still able to pull a retake. We're at 45 seconds here. They need to make them a commitment, and they are. Shin going to draw first blood, and the follow-up as well. Stunning work already. The B site somewhat under wraps until then, but it's Karmine Corp with a shutdown right now. One player standing, and 4 to find in this B site here. It really did not have much to it. There was not much leg to it. There was not pulling rotations, and there's a 4-man firing squad. It's round 1. This is massive. And the ult maybe filtering towards the side absolutely does. Will allow maybe a cross here. Spam could be dangerous, but the turret going to clear close.
I mean, they have a lockdown as well.
Yeah, not finding much in this regard. I want to see what they go for here. XMS now trying to creep a little bit closer. Spam's on him, but the spike's now down. This is huge work. TZH just on the other side of this wall, but there's that lockdown coming in, and the counter roll coming through as well.
XMS lucky to get that kill, though. TZH will fall. Now putting in a 2v3 for FPX, but they have to respect this lockdown. The little pocket to play inside here at drop. And it's not spammed out initially. Oh my god!
The angle is so good! The angle is so good, just on the edge of the ult. It was perfect. And yeah, for now you now know. Uh-oh, wrong place. But for the other side, for FPX, see if they can keep 5 standing. That's what we always look for, is seeing that diligence, see if they're as clear cut as possible. For now, spike now down, and the first noted towards CT. That's Shin now seen.
So difficult to get back on this C site here with how deep this control is towards spawn. Shin and XMS going to fall off the rip. ScreaM desperate to try and find something. There's nothing left here. FPX going to clean this one up. Nivera will connect with the Paranoia, but big info from BerLIN's reveal there. XMS looking to get.
He's heard so much though.
Yeah.
But what can you do, XMS? That's not bad! Nivera by his side! Can he get the reload in time? Yes, he can! XMS worth his weight in gold. And now leaving them in tatters, just TZH. The Aldron got a spot too, could not get worse here. Oh, just layering in the utility, just buying a couple more precious seconds, and now the support system's in place. But maybe overzealous in the peak there, 6 HP, it's not going to be enough. Shin, see what they can do. There's going to be drawing out Hunter's Fury. And the ult's now been removed. I want to see what the response behind this is. It's still a great Newzera. Huge! Gets revealed, has to fall with it. How is he alive?
Well, hang on a second, because YuiChEn just lost the spike on C. He walked out onto site with it.
Oh no. Well, this...
They tried to fake with the TP. The TZH has got it now, but...
That's actually filth. They've got a free site. Of course, the 2 players were going to play around it, but the TP was still there for TZH. Spike now down. What do they have, the post plant? I mean, they've still got the Viper if they really want to mess around with it.
That should already be down in my eyes, but you see here, YuiChEn disconnected a little bit, loses out to XMS.
Did not love that. TZH now 1v2. XMS already. Newzera, a little bit of utility play, but not a great deal. They're slowly clearing through here. See what they can find. Needs a clean fight, doesn't get it. Newzera leaning towards B instantly. Spike's on the way as well. They've got at least 2 players watching towards the other side. Nivera is good for it though. Patience pays off. Mayu's down. Now we look towards what this B side is going to be.
Shin's locked them out here with his Viper's Pit. Completely covering sight. They have to fight back towards A side. ScreaM's actually peeled away, but there's still 2 members here, XMS and Newzera, to lock down A site.
So aware. So aware of the possibility that someone's going to try and maybe slip through that. Another ult invested here. Plenty to play with for Karmine Corp as well. The next play is ScreaM does go down, and now maybe some problems here. Counter ult comes in. This is so messy, Mike. What on earth is going on in this?
Another round where Viper's Pits are going to overlap here, and actually Shin standing his ground once more. We'll deal with another member of FPX. Only 2 left to find. No snake bites for YuiChEn. A Paranoia to work with. But it's a mess in there on the free cam.
Yeah, this is
They're jumping in with shorties.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous now. And actually, TZH is obscene with this, but now has to go above and beyond. It's not going to happen.
I mean, you best play that YuiChEn hasn't got a snake bite. He doesn't here. The poison orb's going to be up, but it's layered here with a nano swarm.
This is 10 seconds. I hate this. This is so up in the air. He's going to hit all of these steps. Now, can he do anything with it? No. XMS might just save him, but again, time has to
get the kill.
So close, yet so far. And now into a post plant, decided by a couple of seconds. And now it feels like it's going to fall to pieces. Can anything else come from this round? A valiant attempt so far. TZH still looking to find value on this. Paranoia, smoke, and the TP. Gets towards sight, and the flash doesn't quite go through the wall, and Newzera happy to greet it.
Just AAAAY left to find here. And Clock already going to decide this one, but it's another round that definitely doesn't feel comfortable here. And I was just talking about...
Once leaning towards the C site. Now we're going to go through middle. Does actually find other players on the other side. That is XMS, but he does have support as well. ScreaM on the back line going to clean up too. And FPX finding no value here.
Yeah, you've got to respect the intention here to dig out, follow up on those Prowlers, feeling as if it might be a solo lurk. XMS support from the back lines. Got their eyes set on B. Yeah, the lockdown invested Seekers to layer behind this. Should be a pretty free B site for them. They're going to get themselves set up comfortably here. I mean, the Snakebite going to slow things down, but have to see where this re-challenge comes through from FPX. There's actually a 3v5 for them here.
First fight will be clean as well. There was no trade. There was no one else behind it. That's not bad, though. That's a shot and a half. AAAAY doing very well here. 3 stunning kills. And it's ScreaM to try and save the day, but it's somehow down into the 1v1. How has it got here? Shin makes a bit of a meal of it. Another attempt at this one now. Jump peek gives away the game. 8 bullets to play with, and Shin so prepared. But that was close. This should be the perfect example of it. Let's see how well it works. Very complimentary angles here as well. Yeah, it's going to be a shutdown. Lovely. Karmine Corp, light work. Nice aiming, but again, light armor. So, or not even light armor, excuse me, no armor, and just Sheriff. So this was par for the course, and this will be 12 for Karmine Corp. FPX somewhat getting punished here, really. Once this side switch has happened, the game certainly running away from them.
Yeah, I think it was where you can make the argument for maybe not having the finances to really enable some of this proactivity that certainly I was expecting in the second half. Again, dare I mention it again, the close affair on that pistol round. All but felt, I'll be honest, fairly definitive in how this half started and how it's going to end. SMS deals with AAAAY. Just one left now in the form of TZH.
Yep.
And not going to have any say in this one. Looking like it might even be a prime gaming flawless here for Karmine Corp.
There actually haven't been as many of those as normal. It has still been scrappy.
Oh, we talk about it being scrappy in the first, yeah.
And mechanically solid, but at this point, Karmine Corp just stretching their legs throughout this game. I would say with this roster, still unsure of the level in which they could reach, even in a more traditional tournament format when it comes to Karmine Corp, but looking solid here. Just does have to be a little careful here. Does have the support from one by his side. Prowler going to go in, confirms at least one's attending, but there's plenty more behind that. Smoke just about committed in the horn, going to go up and show a fair amount potentially. Actually doesn't.
I mean, these one-ways are just so oppressive towards the lobby here, and that's why it's so crucial for actually them to reinforce TZH here, and BerLIN just investing the ultimate to try and slow things down here. Karmine Corp looking to swing through. Shin's found it.
It's brute force. Karmine Corp just want to get this one over and done with. A little bit of a trade out comes in, sure. But still, Spike still in hand, going to be leaning through towards that A site eventually. But this, again, is so brutal to play against. They just barreled through the smokes eventually. A flash or two just sent them into motion. And now we're down to 2.
If you noted it there, that it's going to be difficult for TZH to get much done other than, you know, finding 2 or 3 kills. Spacing not ideal there. Obviously the lockdown going to come through. Why are you going to wait this one out? But definitely doesn't give them free access back onto site. Tree's still holdable here for Karmine Corp, and XMS still split away from this.
You first in. Finding one, but one's not really going to be enough at this point. Need a little bit more damage. That's not bad. WudiYuChEn trying to draw out one. Here's the steps. And actually had an opportunity on the fight there. Nivera denies it. And it's a 13-6 map 1 here. Karmine Corp looking pretty solid, I've got to say, Mike. A little bit scrappy overall. The first look at Lotus. But long story short, in my mind, FPX really petering out on that second half.
Yeah, definitely felt a little flat at times there for FPX, but I think
taking their time around the map. Looks like they do want to at least test towards the B site for now.
That's why you might be tested here. Again, being suppressed, won't have use of that headhunter for the time being. But Karmine Corp don't follow through.
they've got a 3-play stack on long still. Essentially, I mean, you've got one towards Zero, I guess, but and not over pushing, not trying to maybe hit that flank, but it's there. Headhunter comes back around and does find where it wants to be. Shin's gone down.
YuiChEn not noted as well, so he can stay tucked in here. Yeah, completely unconsidered here. ScreaM drifts a little further forwards. TZA's going to find a couple of freebies outside a lobby.
Lovely.
And it's only Newzera to try and recover this in a 1v5 here.
It's really nicely played out by FPX, actually. Love that. And TZH just going to keep farming it forward. That's
by
three.
Yang here. Actually, beautiful control
How far do
of
they
the
push
entire
this?
map here from FPX.
Yeah, punished though in the follow-up from Nivera. Stunning shot on towards TZH, and that does open up the map, and the rotations might take a second or two. You see the sprint coming out from BerLIN, yeah. Has to give away somewhat of the game as well. And we'll have the follow-up to be noted here, suppressed. But this isn't where the attacking side are heading now. Backfilling over towards C after pulling that attention and the rotation.
But it pulled YU off C site, all the way back in CT now, and it's going to be difficult to fight their way back onto site, and actually going to be a fairly late retake, considering two members still just making their way through a lobby.
Teleport's ready.
What do they do with this now? It's all down to this, really, and that's a perfect start, actually. Taking down ScreaM opens up opportunities. Nothing feels particularly safe. They can try and fold towards CT, but there is a player here. Why are you sitting towards CT? Does get the inkling, he does now. Good tag, falls back, gets the frag, looks for the follow. Oh! Stunning shot, needs another. He's got support now, and it falls to pieces. Just one left alive. Great work from FPX here.
I was say it was going to be very late. It's on the respecting this headhunter for the time being. But Spike slowly making his way this direction.
Oh.
Newzera will fall way ahead of this execution coming through.
Why are you absolutely having a tear of a round? Potential for another here too. 3 more bullets to play with. Not gonna happen. XMS and the boys do make it up towards C-Long. They do finally get that nice synergy building towards the site. Ayak's still here and still doing so much oh no! Oh dearie me. It's all gone Pete Tong. We're down to a 1v2. BerLIN and TZH. And ScreaM just wants to get something on his side, at least the time now. Rifle still to hand, no utility for 10 more seconds to play with. Prowler, Horn goes up, does now reveal position. Free fight on the first, and there's no trade. The paranoia, also on the timing, not good enough to deal with ScreaM.
Seeker's invested on the flank here, so ScreaM and Nivera have to hold down the fort here on long.
So much utility still to be worked through. BerLIN, I thought he'd be caught a little more by that flash, but no, the unhand didn't quite find it. And actually, we're seeing Karmine Corp folding here, being folded over by FPX, who wins out every single fight there. How the hell did they just clean? Prowler missed him, and the paranoia certainly does, and Nivera, though, holds him away. Keeps him at arm's length, and BerLIN needs to make a run for it, dash away, and get back to safety. Beautiful work coming in. That's honestly on Nivera, just individually finding that one shot, because everyone else was just smothered with that paranoia.
Yeah, I mean, it's awful timing for the smoke to drop. Nivera obviously playing a little deeper, so not affected by that paranoia.
Counter.
Should really slow things down, though.
Oh, the paranoia.
BerLIN still finds that. What?
How that paranoia was perfectly placed towards him, but the overwhelm from Karmine Corp is brilliant. Having the 3 trades coming in almost back-to-back clears the site, and then the last player's a mile away. That was C site hold. So this one should be wraps here unless something goes terribly astray.
We'll have the tour de force to work with 8 headhunter shots, but it's a tall order to pull off this 1v3. Opportunity to retrieve a Vandal here at least. Yeah, Nivera posted up with that operator.
Yeah, have to dismantle this stack here and try and filter it back through. But by now the site should be won. Still going to do the due diligence though, go through the motions, ensure that this isn't just a bit of a bait, a bit of a ruse, and it's certainly not. And this is when I start questioning the depth of FPX. If we look at other games, again, it's always been the depth of their ability to adjust, their ability to go beyond that initial phase of what they're bringing to the plate, which was fantastic. It garnered them those 4 brilliant rounds. I do want to see where they go from this now, because Karmine Corp seem absolutely back in the driving seat here. Oh dear. One might have slipped the net, but he's just farming. Doing his share, still a bit of light armor, but Nivera just enjoying himself. Lovely confidence booster there for him in the prime game. Oh, fault. All right, It looks like full commitment behind this. Do they stay or do they dip? And they're losing that opportunity to find the timing. TZH does not get to turn the flash either. Shin with the punish, and now already the site's going to be smothered. BerLIN though, what a shot! Mechanically just about holding on to this site. Making a scrap out of it and bring it to a 2v2 standing. ScreaM on the knees for now.
Spike planted.
And Spike's now in their favor.
Yeah, you can see the res not coming through, so it'll be a straight 2v2 here. Got to be conscious. Why are you creeping up long here? WudiYuChEn just has to play his time here. Snake bites available for him.
Oh, he's drawn the attention, surely. That should have been a free shot, you'd have imagined. Not the case at all.
Snake bite should be good. You actually going to find the first, and actually converts
beautiful.
with the headhunter as well.
And you pry up. And now filled by AAAAY, but now this time TZH did really well in the pistol here, but a little bit of a different scenario, but still the stinger good for it. TP's away, doesn't get the chance to get the gun out, but backfilled here. Lovely work. Keeps favorable numbers to FPX, but he needs to get a move on. He's being closed down on, and now he can't escape that corner.
Very looking to TP all the way back in. Actually going to commit to this. BerLIN's got his hands full here. They're able to TP away from the C's.
Counter roll as well. Should have good info on this. Not going to find Newzera though. And actually, tell a lie, they do. And I thought they may have another shot at this. BerLIN just flies out, finds one, down to the 1v1. WudiYuChEn! Light armor for XMS. And a stack 3 towards Sewer. They're going to continue this look as well. Shots. Only Newzera to find any damage on the other side. Otherwise, pretty much navigating around most of the threats here.
Really an opportunity for XMS to find a consolation or two. Creeping up towards heaven. Gonna make it even harder for him to do so. Actually, YU has full control of the flank as well, so. It's a tall order.
Yeah, it's not feeling like it's on the cards, Mike.
No, they won't be. It's YU actually probably the worst person.
It takes a fight, but back towards A, and now it's ScreaM again, the challenge. He's got to go huge with this. He's seen at least a gun barrel there. Lovely shots on 1 and a second. ScreaM.
30 seconds left.
Stunning aim. But he needs final one here if he wants to secure it for himself. And he's got it. Lovely, lovely stuff from ScreaM.
Look at the X-ray. YU wasn't too far off with that. ScreaM 52 HP, Newzera 43. One off the Rolling Thunder, so won't have that available. No fault line available just yet. And the Paranoia sent very early. 2 caught with the C's as well, Lauren.
And one should be up now. The timing is going to be terrifying. This is going to put it all in the other player's hands. Oh my word! Needs one bullet. It's not going to get it. Newzera survives.
You know if that knife's about to come back online.
Oh, they've got Viper's Pit too.
Yeah, this is a big problem for Karmine Corp. WudiYuChEn's still got 2 snake bites as well, so he can really, really slow them down.
And there's no flank. There's no like depth to it beyond what's coming through this way.
ScreaM's gone up. XMS has got a sheriff. I'm pretty sure there's a gun down on B site as well.
These trades would have to be unreal for it to work out. And ScreaM some.
Oh no. Oh no.
They're falling out of the sky. ScreaM, what have you got for me? Nothing. Nothing at all. Saw, but this is a whole different beast. Shin though gets a free chance at it, and he gets one. Good trade, doesn't let it go out of control. XMS finally tested, but the Paranoia there, the Seeker there, it's just a pour on of utility. And there's no escape for Newzera. Yes, Newzera's there, but again, they are just overwhelmed at this point. But do they hit the brakes? They do. ScreaM's on the flank, but by now, how much can he get done?
I'm not sure if that's a miscommunication there. Newzera catches a massive fault line, but doesn't actually swing off that. Newzera punished for it. AAAAY creeping closer and closer. XMS shut down here. Newzera next up. He will fall, and ScreaM is stuck behind the trap.
What you gonna do now, ScreaM? Got the sight, and it looks like they're about to get 12. This game went from looking comfortable, looking pretty good, a little quirky at times, but this, I've got to say, Karmine Corp falling short of an answer in my book. There's something going wrong, but now something going oh so right for FPX. Quick intentions towards the B site, lots of utility poured on through. A little bit of a trade out here, but the site's theirs. It's been won, and it's a quick plant as well. Maybe a counter. Oh yes, Shin gonna commit his right back through, but again, that may only catch 2 of the players here. Looking at the back lines, it's only ScreaM to try and be the disruptive factor towards that.
Yeah, and YuiChEn wise to it already. With a lack of pressure on site, he can just post up on this position. Paranoia not going to catch anything. Nobody in backside. BerLIN playing inside his poison orb could cause problems for Karmine Corp.
Oh, quick trade though. XMS not going to drop the ball just yet, but now called to attention. They have to be careful of that spike. A tap towards it will draw eyes. ScreaM now in the back lines being a problem. Three-man face. Karmine Corp desperately trying to fight and falling to FPX. Can you believe it? We're going all three.
A beautiful pace change here to close things out. And win map 2 on Haven, forcing the third. We will go to Pearl. We've got a set piece.
Here it comes.
Wall's gone up.
All right.
See the pressure comes through here. BerLIN looking to get a little aggro on the back side of it, but no information spotted either side. I think Newzera even taking
30 seconds left.
a shot or two on the end there. Very passive hold initially, but it's a free plant for Karmine Corp. Say that, ScreaM down to 5 HP. Newzera isolated on site right now and pinged up.
He's 100% spotted in this as well. The good flash though tries to play him out of it, but how much more can he do here? Tries to take a fight, the dash comes in. Great shot, but better trade. This is all effective for FPX still. And keep in mind, ScreaM still 5 HP. Overwhelmed and overrun at this point. ScreaM still down so low. He needs a 1v1.
No!
He's not got it.
Why you play a little more passively here. Happy to give up sight. We have 2 big retake ultimates actually with BerLIN.
There's one coming through. That should catch maybe 2 players, but it's the pacing which this happens. Shin is on the hunt. Wants the player down, shot in hand, just trying to close the gap. This is so scary. Who sees who first? It's Shin. And now we're down to just 3 remaining for FPX. To try and find any avenue back in, but these ultimates are being poured in, committed. Great trades again. Shin is so pivotal to this round, but they still have not noted the one player still in the corner. YU. Anything more? No, just gets to keep the life down. Actually, it's Yang to connect. So first blood drawn, and now we're at the 30-second marker. That hesitancy is making me a little worried.
30 seconds left.
Why you get a second shot at this with the Sheriff? Again, the timing on this utility is just so difficult for Karmine Corp to counter. Shin tucked inside this cage. Will actually find one
Shin!
and the second. Huge from him to open this round up for Karmine Corp.
Absolute heroics from that man who's been pretty much a saving grace through some of these early rounds for them. It's not without a response, still 3v3, but the weapon sitting so favorably to Karmine Corp, especially in this post plant. How are they going to disrupt that? Nivera not going to allow it. Already going to find the first of TZH trying to attempt getting towards that spike.
Yeah, YuiChEn just waiting for a little bit of this toxin cooldown to rebuild to try and get a tap on the spike at least, but the reveal going to really make that difficult. Doesn't even need it. Shin going to find his third.
YuiChEn, the desperate attempt was used before though. I think YU played that as well, so they are aware of this possibility, but they have to make a move. It's 10 seconds. They have to go now, and there's the initial bit of utility just to try and play delay, and they still don't know the just spot in the corner, and a fumble coming out from Karmine Corp after a fantastic read. They've run out of time, and they've run out of options. B-side, 3 players waiting for anyone to come around. There's the flash. Didn't quite go deep enough either to catch more than one of these players, but it does allow him on the site and does do a little bit of damage. But it's Newzera to go farming and ScreaM to put on a highlight reel. Golden Boy's acting up on the desk, just making noise out.
That is a disgusting round from TZH.
Yeah.
Like you said, just relying. Actually going to split Nivera and ScreaM up, and Nivera finds a collapse. BerLIN and YU will fall. It's just TZH to try and recover this now.
He's just unreal. I was going to say, this don't really know what they can get out of it. They've got to be so quick with it too. Otherwise, you just imagine they're going to be overwhelmed. YU's going to need 3, 2, something. You got to try and get away. The turn caught in between a rock and a hard place. Nowhere to really go with that. Can't really close down towards short either. And BerLIN's flank is good, but it may not be good enough now. 3 players against you. Yes, you can reveal a little bit, but this is the only value of Harbor really at this point. You can just sit on the defuse, nothing to deny it. Shin to close it. Deep positioning here. Has help from Art from short if needed. How far does he dip back away from this? Quite far. Okay. Does get marked. Stick around and post a couple of shots in the timing. Just not going to find it on this one. But he still has help here. ScreaM's still here, but they actually wrap around towards Art, and that's the perfect approach towards it. It's a great concept. But it's still a 2v3. Newzera, Nivera. And look at this positioning. Almost 3 of the players willing to fight towards CT, and it looks like none of Karmine Corp's players are going that way.
Newzera does have the ultimate.
Full utility almost.
I don't think they're going to read 3 stacking this side though.
No.
Yeah, with the paranoia as well.
It's a very reasonable assessment, you'd imagine. Someone sat for this. Nivera's just
This
found
is
one for free, and now,
problematic.
yeah, they do not, they
Very
cannot see
problematic.
this. And now if they can give it away, Newzera just has to play, protect, keep Nivera safe. That's all he's going to try to do. Halfway on the defuse, they still need more time. YU goes down! Nivera! Newzera in combination. Take him across the line.
And it's so concerning to see Nivera sticking to that operator in that scenario, but they get it done. A crucial kill from Nivera on default there. Opens up the floodgates. Beautiful retake to close things out. Heartbreak for FPX, who in my eyes exceeded expectations on that map too. Really taking the fight to Karmine Corp, stretching this one all the way to 3 maps. But it's Shin for me. He's the highlight player. You have to say goodbye to FPX.
Yeah. And let's talk about what that means, bigger picture here. If that map 2 is anything to go by, fantastic potential in that scene. Map 1, map 3, hit and miss for me. We started to see the other side really step up to the plate, but map 2 is something to keep your eyes on, and I feel like we're going to have a couple of these throughout this tournament.
Absolutely, yeah. Come back, Karmine Corp, finally stabilizing here again. It felt way better. Not necessarily they played poorly on Haven. I think that was really FPX exceeding expectations, but certainly on Pearl here. Once they got a good grasp on a game plan, like I said, dialing back the differences between the times Nivera's the one posted up with that operator to find the first blood, and Shin being really the tip of the spear in some of these set pieces. I mean, between them, Shin 6 first bloods, Nivera 5.
Yeah.
Great stuff from them here on Pearl. And it felt like that was the story that continued from map 1. Really the value found from those opening engagements.
Yeah, I think that's on the money. It's good to see them doing well here, coming out. I don't think it's enough to